Orson Welles is most famous for his role as the planet-devouring transformer Unicron in 1984's Transformers: The Movie. Some fans may be surprised to learn that Welles also had a long and storied career in entertainment before that. It all started in 1938, when aliens landed right here in Grover's Mills Pond. Of course, the invasion of Earth would start in New Jersey. It was October 30th, the night before Halloween, when astronomers first noticed explosions on the planet Mars, and only a few minutes later, the first Martian crafts landed and began the assault.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most terrifying thing I've ever witnessed. Wait a minute. Coming out of that black hole, two luminous discs for the eyes. It might be a face. Something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, its eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is kind of V-shaped with saliva dripping from its rimless lips. It seemed to quiver and pulsate, and rising up now, and the crowd falls back. There seems plenty. The most extraordinary experience, ladies and gentlemen. I can't find words. Well, I'll pull this microphone with me as I talk. I'll have to stop the description until I can take a new position. Hold on, will you please? I'll be right back in a minute.
According to legend, this water tower was mistaken for one of the tripod alien vehicles that were attacking New York City. I didn't see any of the bullet holes that supposedly scar the wood from that night.
They seem to be making a conscious effort to avoid destruction of cities and countryside. However, they stop to uproot power lines, bridges, and railroad tracks. Their apparent objective is to crush resistance, paralyze communication, and disorganize human society.
Orson Welles' adaptation of the classic novel by H.G. Wells, no relation, was identified at the beginning as a work of fiction. After that, it was presented as an evening of jazz interrupted by realistic news reports about the invasion. Some listeners that came in late to the broadcast had no idea they were listening to fiction. It was arguably the beginning of the found footage genre. There are conflicting stories of just how much panic rose up in the wake of the broadcast.
Now the smoke's spreading faster. It's reached Times Square. People are trying to run away from it, but it's no use. They're falling like flies. Now the smoke's crossing 6th Avenue, 5th Avenue, 100 yards away. It's 50 feet.
Only a few years later, UFOs and flying saucers captured the public's attention with the sightings of Kenneth Arnold and the crash at Roswell. Nearly 100 years later, we are still talking about the way Orson Welles changed the world.
2X, 2L, calling, say Q. 2X.